This exercise is called the figure of eight. So there's two ways you can do this exercise. You can either do it as a figure of eight swing or a figure of eight squat. So the way you're setting up is going to be very similar. So you're going to have a same sort of stance where it's shoulder width apart. Okay, and then from there, when you're grabbing onto the kettlebell, you just want to grab onto the back of the handle. So you've got something to grab onto when you're passing it through the legs. So the difference between the two exercises is the figure of eight swing. It's going to be more of a hip hinge type movement, whereas the figure of eight squat is just that normal squatting pattern. Okay, so I'll do a few reps of each and I'll just show you the difference. So when we're setting up on the kettlebell, just going to set up as usual, about 6 to 8 inches in front. This is for the swing. We're going to grab on the back of the handle and we're going to hinge the hips back. And as we're coming through the legs, we're going to pass that kettlebell from hand to hand. Okay, and then bring it around the body, drive those hips forward. Same again, hinge the hips, bring it around, drive the hips forward, and just keep passing the kettlebell through the legs. Okay, so you can get a few reps in. And as you get more and more comfortable with the movement, you can just make those circles smaller and smaller. So you just keep it very, very tight around the legs. So I'll just do a few reps from the side. So same again, just going to set up, kettlebell pointing towards the opposite foot, grabbing on the back of the handle, and then from there, I'm just going to hinge those hips, bring them back, and then around the body. Really drive those hips forward, hard at the top. And I'll just do a few reps of the squat as well. So we're going to set the kettlebell up in the same position, but instead of hinging those hips back, we're just going to sit down into a squat position and then pass it through, drive those hips forward. So again, in the hips down low, big pop through the hips on the way up, driving through the heels.